Good morning, everyone. Presenting to you the narrative report of the Business Agribusiness on Community Service. The extension program of the Nueva Vizcaya State University stands as a testament to the university's commitment to fostering community development and sustainable growth. Rooted in its mission to serve as a catalyst for change, the program bridges the gap between academic knowledge and community needs, empowering local communities through various outreach initiatives, capacity building programs, and sustainable development projects. Its general objective is to conduct community-driven extension activities geared to capacitate target communities with the knowledge, entrepreneurial skills, and right attitudes towards poverty alleviation for an improved quality of life. For us, the College of Business Education carries out its extension projects and activities in line with the thrust and priorities of the university. The college extension program commits to improve the quality of life of its target clientele by supporting the local effort to ensure food security and accessibility and job creation. Specifically, it aims to promote financial literacy and social entrepreneurship, sustainable livelihood, product development, and commercialization programs to selected marginalized communities in the province, conduct training workshops, business mentoring, and marketing activities to support the communities being assisted, and establish linkages and networks with the business sectors, government, and non-government organizations. In light of this, the Integral Capacity Building to Integral Capacity Works for Participatory Entrepreneurial Local Governance was formed and implemented. This extension project was based on the 2016 Citizen Satisfaction Index System or CSIS study conducted in Solano, Nueva Vizcaya, which acted as a crucial needs assessment tool for identifying gaps in municipal services. It provided valuable insights into the community's expectations, with respondents emphasizing the need for enhanced services related to economic growth and investment opportunities. Specifically, the CSI study highlighted three major recommendations from the community. 1. Introduction of seminars and livelihood training programs to build skills and foster entrepreneurship. 2. The continuous improvement and expansion of existing initiatives, along with the development of innovative programs aimed at generating local employment. And 3. The establishment of a Bagsakan station, a centralized market hub where local producers could efficiently distribute and sell their goods. This significant undertaking was possible through the funding provided by the Department of Interior Local Government Region 3, reflecting the collaboration and commitment to enhancing community well-being. The Integral Capacity Building to Integral Capacity Works for Participatory and Entrepreneurial Local Governance aims to promote sustainable livelihood, enhance local business ecosystems, and create new job opportunities, all while fostering greater community engagement and support for municipal initiatives. The beneficiaries of the project were selected municipality employees, officers, and members of the Solano Women's Club, and the members and officers of the Rural Improvement Club. Other primary stakeholders were barangay captains and officials of the municipality of Solano. The officers of the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology were also invited and attended the trainings to improve the existing products of the inmates. The project ran from 2018 to 2019. The extension services provided included three components. First was to determine the comparative advantage of Solano and to prioritize enterprises to be established and developed. Comparative advantage identified from the project were available source of raw materials for processing, presence of business establishments, presence of agricultural area, presence of training centers, academe, and existing accredited organizations, existing equipment and facilities for processing, and trained labor force. The concluded prioritized projects were Pugnay 1 processing, poultry processing, vegetable processing, peanut-based processing, fruit processing, mushroom production, and BJMP products. Secondly, the project capacitated and assisted the participants to prepare business plans and project proposals through a series of lectures and workshops. Its participants were able to submit proposals on making peanut butter, processed pork products, pineapple hot sauce, bonsai beads, tamarind balls, taro production, and coconut shell. The third component composed of the product management seminar and livelihood training on food processing. MOA was signed between the DILG and NVSU as the recipient LRI, worth the amount of 200,000 pesos. Another MOA was signed between the NVSU and the Solano MLGU for the implementation of this project funded by the DILG. Lastly, project proposals and business plans for funding were approved by the Office of the Municipal Agriculturist Solano. The 13 business plans submitted and financed by the Solano MLGU, the Solano Women's Club Bangaan, the Solano Women's Club Wakal, the Solano Women's Club Laktawan were recognized for their significant impact on their members. The impact assessment of the project was conducted by the NVSU College of Business Education, together with the School of Accountancy and Business of St. Mary's University, entitled Integral Capacity Building to Integral Capacity Works for Participatory and Entrepreneurial Local Governance, the case of Solano Nueva Vizcaya. It aimed to assess the impact of the completed extension projects to the respondents along with 3 key domains: cognitive, psychomotor, and affective. The assessment also sought to evaluate the economic and social impacts of the CBE extension program, which included improvements in income levels, employment opportunities, and overall economic conditions, as well as assessing the influence on community relationships and social cohesion. The program was deemed practical and comprehensive with solid agreement in business planning, project proposal, preparation, and product creation. However, there's potential to enhance the focus on entrepreneurs' roles. The program also effectively taught product management and marketing skills, including labeling, packaging, promoting, pricing, and other related areas. The results indicate a well-rounded program with a strong emphasis on practical application and marketing strategies. The program faced challenges, specifically a lack of equipment and beneficiary cooperation. While financial resources, barangay support, time, and understanding lectures were not significant issues, improving equipment availability and enhancing beneficiary engagement are crucial for program effectiveness. The researchers recommend continued support from the government agencies like the DTI, DA, DOST, DAR, and LGUs. This support should come from financing, essential equipment, and business-related training. This will make the respondents more competitive and sustainable. Providing incentives or recognition can further strengthen successful initiatives. Another project by the BS Agribusiness is the community-based enterprise on instant tilapia cream soup production and commercialization. It is a market-oriented research which focuses on food staples in live meat fisheries and aquaculture industry to help fish growers improve productivity and provide better market access. This research project was granted significant financial support through the Department of Agriculture, Agricultural Competitiveness Enhancement Fund. Project components include 2 phases, namely Phase 1, fish cream soup production, and Phase 2, commercialization. Phase 1 included coordination with the Provincial Agricultural Office and the Provincial Health Offices through the Provincial Local Government of Nueva Vizcaya. Continuous coordination with the partner beneficiary, CBE-ESCC, was also initiated. Also, capacity building of selected fish producers, CBE-ESCC members, and other beneficiaries was conducted. A formal product launch to promote and establish awareness of the brand and the product was done to kick off its commercialization. Partnership with support agencies from both the government and private sectors have strengthened the promotion of the development and planned commercialization of Spundigo Instant Fish Cream Soup. Activities under this phase includes distribution and marketing, and monitoring project turnover to community beneficiary. Following objectives have been successfully accomplished during its implementation period. The Memorandum of Understanding between NVSU and Ms. Alma Manzano Kasumpang, Principal Owner of Daily Best and One Vizcaya, was approved by NVSU's Board of Regents. 80,000 packets of Spundigo Instant Fish Cream Soup were produced in October 2021, and an overall return on investment of 36%. Product acceptability registered a mean rating of 8 out of the highest possible mean rating of 9 on the hedonic scale. Conduct of product launching as part of promotion and marketing. NVSU received the Certificate of Trademark Registration Spundigo from IPO Philippines on March 31, 2022. Utility model applications for registration for both composition and process of instant fish cream soup have already been published. Conducted capacity building on food safety and Spundigo processing. Product costing, pricing, participated by the CBE SCC members, fish growers, students, and other beneficiaries, and turnover ceremony to the community beneficiary and technology adopter. Product distributor was held on August 26, 2022. A facility in the business agribusiness arsenal for community service is the Sabatan Technopreneurs Hub. Sabatan, an Ilocano term for meeting place, is NVSU's technology business incubator. It is an accessible and welcoming hub to transform ideas into viable business, geared to support early-stage startups that focus on providing innovative solutions on metalcraft industry and technologies in support of MSMEs and agricultural sector. The general objective is to provide successful and viable entrepreneurs by providing nurturing, instructive, and supportive environment during their startup stage. Facilities in the Sabatan Technopreneurs Hub include a co-working space office used as workshops, mentoring, meetings, and other activities of our partners and stakeholders. A fabrication laboratory, or Fab Lab, is a workshop for incubatees to develop and fabricate their technologies and prototypes. Sabatan is also involved in spreading awareness and fostering a culture of entrepreneurship among stakeholders by conducting promotion and awareness campaigns to different universities, agencies, and business sectors. Awareness and promotion campaign through Student Awareness Forum for students of different colleges of the university. Business pitches. Technology pitches. Webinars on technopreneurship. And ideation workshops. Sabatan has 3 graduates, 22 incubatees, and 12 jobs generated. All of the Sabatan startups have earned an aggregate of 1,299,260 pesos.